The wind howled through the old, decrepit trees, casting eerie shadows on the path before me. It was Halloween night, and I had foolishly agreed to explore the abandoned asylum at the edge of town with my friends. We had heard countless chilling tales about the place, and curiosity got the better of us. As we approached the imposing building, its dark silhouette seemed to loom over us like a malevolent presence. The moonlight revealed shattered windows and crumbling walls, making it even more foreboding. My heart pounded in my chest as we stepped inside. The air inside was heavy with the stench of decay, and the floor creaked ominously beneath our feet. Graffiti covered the walls, telling stories of those who had ventured here before us. A cold sweat broke out on my brow as we moved deeper into the asylum's gloomy depths. We reached a corridor with several doors leading off of it. Each door had a small, barred window, and I couldn't help but peer inside one. What I saw made my blood run cold. A flicker of movement, a fleeting glimpse of something inhuman, sent shivers down my spine. I quickly turned away, urging my friends to keep moving. As we continued down the corridor, strange whispers seemed to echo in the air around us. My friends exchanged nervous glances, but we pressed on, drawn by an irresistible curiosity. We reached a room at the end of the hallway, its door slightly ajar. Inside, an old, rusted wheelchair sat in the center, surrounded by a circle of candles. The flickering flames cast eerie shadows that danced on the peeling wallpaper. Suddenly, the room grew colder, and a chilling breeze swept through the open door. The candles sputtered and went out one by one, plunging us into darkness. Panic set in as we fumbled for our flashlights, but before we could regain our bearings, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. It was one of my friends. We rushed back into the corridor and found her trembling in terror. She stammered that she had seen a figure in a tattered hospital gown, standing in the darkness, its eyes glowing with malevolence. None of us had seen it, but the fear in her eyes was enough to convince us to leave immediately. We retraced our steps, our flashlights casting long, quivering shadows as we hurried through the asylum's labyrinthine hall. It felt as though the very walls were closing in on us, as though the building itself were alive and malevolent. We finally reached the entrance, gasping for breath. Just as we thought we were safe, the heavy wooden door slammed shut with a deafening crash. We were trapped. Panic swept over us like a tidal wave, and we pounded on the door, screaming for help. But there was no response, only the haunting sound of laughter echoing through the darkness. We huddled together in the inky blackness, the laughter growing louder and more deranged. It seemed to be coming from all around us, as though the very walls themselves were mocking our fear. I felt a cold hand on my shoulder, and I spun around, expecting to see one of my friends. But there was no one there. I screamed and stumbled backward, crashing into the wall. As I scrambled to my feet, I saw it, a figure in a tattered hospital gown, its eyes glowing with an unholy light. It grinned, revealing rows of jagged, yellow teeth. The asylum had come to life, and we were at its mercy. In that moment, I knew we were not alone. The spirits of the tormented souls who had once inhabited this place had awakened, and they hungered for our fear. As the laughter closed in around us, I clung to the hope that somehow, we would make it out of that living nightmare alive. But on that fateful Halloween night, in the heart of the abandoned asylum, I feared that our